Hi, everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome
Welcome.
to the show. So, we had some technical difficulties on our last show, and we lost some people on the list's readings because we couldn't find them in the chat. And so now what we're doing, if you stay for your turn, you don't have to write a question down if you're going to be here. But if you're not going to be here, write a question down. We're going to copy and paste it so that we have it in case we have further problems with our chat. So we're going to do that and get going.
But having said that, Thursday night is our slower night, so
Yeah.
we may be able to keep up regardless.
Well, maybe.
Well,
If
maybe.
people chat a lot, that was it. We want people, encourage people to chat with each other. That's fine. But for some reason, we couldn't scroll back up the list only so far, and we missed some of the
I have a
questions.
theory about that, but I'm not necessarily in a hurry to prove or disprove the theory.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No,
Already.
I'm not.
I knew that.
So,
You're welcome ascending.
so we are done with our giveaways. We gave away 4 decks and
And
two
two
free readings.
readings.
So it was pretty nice week last week. Uh,
Yes, and that was just our kind of our Halloween trick or treat kind of thing.
Well, it's part of what I like to call TFT is Oktoberfest.
There you go. That works.
All right. So, yeah, so if you missed a reading, if you were one of those, that's what happened. And it was crazy. So we feel bad, but we are here and we're ready to proceed.
So we are going to do the card for the collective,
From,
the Oracle of the Trees.
yeah, a nice little oracle. I love all my tree oracles, really. I've got a number of them. All right, I'm going to cut them. And Mr. O, these
Yes.
cards can be read in reverse.
Not if I don't want to. Oh, good for you, Sam. Okay, and that includes your question. Great,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congrats to
We'll be
you.
happy to get to that. Alrighty. Oh, and it was the Cemetery Cypress reversed.
Oh,
Number 5? Yes, number 5.
okay. Oopsie. Right after the hanging tree. The cemetery
Yes.
cypress reversed. Let's see. Okay, reversed. How sunny. Reversed. The card of the cemetery cypress reversed indicates that the seeker
Oh,
maybe
see.
that us we may be having difficulty leaving the past behind. This could be a matter of old habits, a relationship that has ended but regret remains, a job lost, or simply lingering memory of some other happier time. Whatever the object, the cards warn us that this nostalgia for the past is keeping us from living in the present and preventing us from creating a future. The cypress also causes us to reflect on the fact that this melancholy is not allowing us to appreciate the joy of the present and keep us anchored to a past that we perhaps have been inappropriately idolizing. So the advice is do not be afraid to leave behind those things that are finished. The past is the past. Now's the time to enjoy the present and lay the foundations for the future. And boy, I can see this card relating well with things like the Five of Cups. Things where, sometimes maybe because out of love, whatever the case may be, maybe misguided love, because really, if people have treated you badly in a relationship and you just want to go back and have more, you wish they would come back and it wasn't good to begin with, That's toxic holding on to the past. And this is just saying you're denying yourself the opportunity to find joy in the present moments you have in life and also to create a better future for yourself. And so I used love as an example because, I mean, those kind of things come up very often for us here. And I think, this is saying sometimes, no matter how much it hurts, it's best to leave that past behind where it belongs and move forward.
In a way, it's kind of like,
Tip the cups reverse, too.
yeah, it's like that. And in a non-tarot or oracle kind of context, maybe it's a little bit like, a ghost story. A ghost that haunts you, it may haunt you for a reason, but you don't have to accept that reason. And most people try to either figure out how to make the ghost happy enough to go away, or in an extreme case, exorcise it. And I realize this kind of maybe is a sort of off scenario, but basically sometimes what happened in the past should stay back there, ghosts included.
This is true. This is true.
Well, we figure, you're probably were the furthest one away we shipped to. I think we haven't heard back from one other person. So you're not alone. And hopefully I don't find it returning to me for some, unawesome reason.
Yeah, so hang in there, Shirley. I don't know your mail delivery. Um, I'm expecting a package from New York, and the person sent, the company sending it to me keeps saying it should be arriving faster than it does. And so, and yeah, and I've gotten things in the past from New York that came quicker, but things are happening, at the post office and various things. So, you never know what could be holding things up.
You probably didn't realize it, but Sab left their question.
I'm just putting it in now.
Okay. It's
I
before
just
she
copied
leaves.
and pasted it, but I
I
was talking to
understand.
Shirley.
Don't get all hissy.
I'm not getting hissy. I'm explaining. Did I sound hissy, everybody? Whenever you call me out, I'm going to ask the crowd.
I'll
I'm going to
delete.
ask the crowd.
I'll delete any conversation. I will.
Well, Mr. O.
Why are you attacking me?
Oh, God. So that's what we have for the collective. And we're going to move on while we
Yes.
can here. So let's start with our first person, and that was Ascending Universal, who
Right.
wanted a general read.
A general read. All right, for Ascending Universal Butterfly. Well, let's see. Let's start on a happier note. So I'm going to use my Dame Fortune's Wheel Tarot by Paul Hewson, one of the classic tarot writers and uh, creators. Thank you. One of these days we'll have a TFT bloopers. And this is the significator from Paul Hewson's deck. And of course, it's very kind of a old world European convention to use significators. A lot of tarot decks don't have them, or they just say, well, use, a court card or use this particular card.
Hey, Shirley. Good to see you. Good to see everybody.
It's good to see everybody and to share our silliness.
For those of you following on social media or possibly subscribe to our website, I'm resurrecting our blog finally after a long absence.
It's been a while.
It's been a real big while. And so I'm reviewing a deck I'm using tonight, the Tarot of Secrets by Tess Whitehurst. That blog entry will either be posting later tonight or first thing tomorrow. It's really a beautiful deck. I show a number of pictures and I talk about the deck.
And that is at our actual website, TFT Tarot for Today, one word, .com. We also post the card of the day there, just like you see it on our other sources. You also see the recorded videos we do are also lab there. And then various card readings we do that you can order, and maybe a couple other features.
Well, there'll be more happening there, I think. And the blog, even though I've been focusing on doing book, tarot and book reviews, there will be other content coming out about tarot. So stay tuned for more blog stuff from
I'm due
me
to do another
in the
blog.
future.
I think I haven't done one myself in quite a long time. All right. General reading for.
Oh, I gotta tell everybody something funny. Libra brought up Sunny. So somebody on social media today had one of those memes. Uh, you just died, and the sixth photo on your phone killed you. And so, what is it, you know? And so I looked on my phone. I wasn't on my phone when I read that, but I looked on my phone, and it was a picture of Sunny. And I'm like, he wouldn't do that to me. He would not. Anyway,
All right, here we go. First card, reversed Queen of Coins.
King of
Second,
Coins. Okay.
Queen.
Oh, Queen. Okay, thank you.
Second card is the reversed Four of Cups.
Okay.
And the third card, boy, Reversapalooza. It's another queen, the reversed Queen of Wands.
Well,
So
you know how to do it,
I
don't you?
know, I really
You
do.
know what? I
Queen
gotta
of
pull some
Coins.
tiles, don't I? We got our Lenormand tiles back there today.
Hi, Kara.
Hey, Kara, you missed my Sunny story.
And you miss Sunny. He jumped off,
He just jumped out of here.
but he'll be back
Well, here, let
later.
me give you this one while I pull them. The key. Just come up. Oh, the key is the mice. Well, I hate to be negative with you, Ascending. You're such a positive person, but I will say this: Mercury is going retrograde
Mhm.
days from now, and so 2 days from now, and so it might be affecting things, But I would say this: I'm looking at, in particular, that Four of Cups there reversed, and I'm kind of worried, that some opportunities for growth or advancement or for getting something you had hoped to achieve, you might miss the boat on them. You might miss the boat on them because you may be dealing with, I don't know, you may be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, maybe a little bit tired out. Maybe you've been either taking care of other people or taking care of business or dealing with other people's issues and concerns, and things are starting to wear you down. And I see it with the Queen of Wands here as well, reversed, in thinking to myself, you kind of want to pull back, and hide from it all in a way because you need some self-care right now. You really do. And so, you know what? I wouldn't feel too bad about missing these opportunities or whatever this is, because maybe you need to focus on yourself right now. And I'll get to that more when we get to the Lenormand as well.
Well, my text is a little different because a lot of times I think that the Four of Cups reversed is about finally deciding to take an opportunity or choosing the one that seems to match you. There's wiggle room, I
There is
suppose.
wiggle room depending
And
on the
and
card.
I understand that you did that with the
Yeah.
other cards. So I still feel that there's this thing coming that, well, okay, maybe it's true. Maybe you might miss it, but it is sort of specific in a way that would be appealing to you. But the Queen of Coins says that this challenge of it may take you a little bit out of your comfort zone in certain ways, or it might change a status quo of some sort for you that involves, your comfortability with something. And then too, I do like what you said about the Queen of Wands reverse, that this could also just make you want to try to delay taking up this opportunity or putting it off for a while if you can somehow, some way.
Well, yeah, and so I really don't think it's end of the world stuff, but there's clearly
Yeah.
something going on here. When the mice appears, the good news about all of this is it's temporary, okay? Whatever you're going through or will be going through is temporary. So maybe you come down with something, it's flu season, there's so much stuff going around. Maybe you come down with something and it takes you out of action, and you really need to take care of you. The mice here indicates that there is some stresses on you, possible illness, possible frustrations that come up, little irritations that just start adding up. And that's why you need to decompress. And so if it's an illness, a slight cold, whatever, take care of yourself. Don't let it blow up any further.
So it is possible when I look at the Lenormand that it kind of restate some of the above in a different way or slightly different way. And it's the idea that maybe, don't sweat the small stuff, as they say, and that maybe there's something in getting through that is the key, that maybe it's meant for you to understand some of these little disappointments because they might actually engender you towards making sure this opportunity ends up getting the right treatment from you. I know that was a little convoluted, but I'm sort of feeling something like that. So good luck.
So good luck with that. Maybe you don't know what this is now, but it's coming. And my guess is, with the retrograde coming, it's sometime during this early part of the retrograde that you will be experiencing some of this if you aren't already.
Well,
So good luck with it.
Ascending says they understand us. Thank you. We appreciate that. And of course, you're very welcome.
All right, so Libra's up, and I got to get Kara on the list. And Libra wanted what's coming towards me.
All right.
All right. I'll get my deck.
And I'm going to remind people that tomorrow morning or anytime thereafter, my recorded show, my weekly show, The Emotional Exchanges, will come on at 7 o'clock. View it anytime. It's a reading for the entire zodiac, the signs of the zodiac. It's very quick. It's about 2 minutes for each reading, and I have timestamps you can just navigate. And it's for the zodiac's sun, moon, or rising. I tell you what's the vibe coming towards you and whether or not you may be lucky in love or romance. So that's
Wink,
tomorrow
wink.
morning at 7 o'clock on our
And
channel.
don't forget, Goth Tarot came out this week
Yes, yes. It's already 2 days old. Nobody wants to watch that. Well,
because
go
I'm
ahead.
on there.
Go
I
on.
joined Mr. O for the monthly shadow work assignment, and it was fun. Well, the topic was very serious, though, so be prepared for that. But it was enjoyable. It was a good reading, and check it out if you can. Mr. O will be doing updates on his regular Goth Tarot show, as well as some other shadow work
We
things.
covered a concept from the Cries of the Soul's Oracle called The Dark Passenger, and we both felt there was a lot of interesting stuff in there. Some of the information that we relayed, we think, it presents a real interesting shadow quality that maybe people are aware of and don't necessarily understand. I actually was a little bit like, oh, well, that's normal. No, maybe it's not that normal. Hi, Alicia. I see
Hey,
you.
Lucy, I'm getting your question. We've got to copy and paste questions because of
We don't want to lose them.
computer glitches we have been having.
I know.
So let me do that. I don't know why these numbers are way off. What is going on here?
I think they just reorder.
That's very weird.
Well,
But they're not, yeah, I
I
got
would,
one that turned into a bullet point.
yeah, I wouldn't even do it.
Yeah, you're right.
And it's a buzzkill.
Sorry, just a
I
minute.
understand.
This takes time. Okay, I've got the question. I've got the list updated. Oh, I don't have her here. Hold on.
I'll do the Jeopardy theme in a moment.
Well, you know what? I'll always have you take over if you can do it faster. But since you claim you have enough to do, you should just be patient.
Oh,
All
what's
right,
up?
so I'm using my new deck, the Tarot of Secrets for Libra's reading. Oh, okay, so what's coming towards me? It's going to be my reading, right? Well, actually, it's three cards. The Two of Swords is reversed. I'm going to be sort of
Libra,
what?
Stay out of my head, Mr. O.
All right, the Seven of Swords upright.
We're just doing them all.
Yes, it's what's coming towards me. It's not what message
Oh,
does
I see.
Spirit
Yeah,
have.
gotcha, gotcha.
And the Six of Wands is reversed.
That's funny, Libra. All right.
Huh.
So here is the antler guy, the gentleman, as he is also known, and the anchor. So the gentleman is anchored, or this concept of this person, whoever that is, maybe it's you even. All right.
Well, what's coming towards you? I feel like the key is again, the middle card here,
Okay.
because I think I think you feel like somebody is not being upfront with you about something, and you're ready to either confront them or do make some sort of move or decision based on your feelings here. So what's coming towards you is a sense that there is something you're feeling. Somebody is not necessarily is either not telling you everything, or they're deliberately trying to, deceive you in some way. And so you're trying to figure out what you need to do about this. And I think the time of action, actually, maybe you have been thinking about this already. Maybe you know what this is about and you're about to make your move. Whatever the case may be, it won't be long after you start thinking this way that you're going to try to do something about this. I'm going to stop with those two.
Well, I wonder if ultimately this will turn out to be somebody acting out and looking for limits or borders, so suggesting maybe somebody under your purview. But I'll get to the reason why in a minute. I kind of agree with Banshee. I think that Seven of Swords says somebody is trying to pull a fast one of some sort. There's a deception going on, Libra, that's coming towards you, and somebody may be trying to disguise something and get it to pass by you so you don't realize it's happening or it had happened. But I feel like it's not going to work necessarily because you seem to be prepared here to move on something. It may be that you've realized something about this already, or that once it starts, you realize that and you decide to move to that. And so then I'll take it to the Six of Wands.
Yeah, go ahead, because I have an idea too. Go ahead.
That it was what I said a moment ago. Somebody's acting out because somebody's looking for attention. The Six of Wands talks about people, receiving good attention. But I think in the context here, this may be talking about somebody who is looking for limits and maybe needs attention and is willing to do something negative about that. I mean, it's not necessarily a kid or, a young adult, but I get the feeling it's somebody who's poking at you in some sort of way.
It could be anybody, really, that you're dealing with. I mean, obviously, we have a man here, so I can't rule out that it is a male, but it doesn't have to be. And I like what he said there. I do. I think that was really good. But I also think this could indicate that maybe you feel like you really kind of trusted this person, or maybe rely on them for certain things, and so this is kind of taking you aback that they would be this uh it would be this I can't think of the right word, that they would treat you like this. I guess I'm just going to say it that way, that they would treat you like this, that they can't just come out and tell you, the facts of the matter. And so it's kind of like you feel like they don't have your back in some way, or, you don't know if you could trust them anymore or count on them. And, this could be anything. Let's face it, with Mercury retrograde coming, I have to say, Libra, this could be really a sticky situation to deal with, because we know how communications can go south during Mercury retrograde. And so maybe this person is just acting a little bit out of character. I'm not sure. But on the other
A
hand,
misunderstanding because of various factors.
here, though, when I look at the anchor associated with this person, I get the feeling that they're really kind of stubborn. They're kind of stubborn and they're kind of standing their ground on doing what they're doing for whatever reason they're doing it. Does that make sense?
It does.
Well, did you do the Lenormand? I didn't even notice.
I didn't.
Is
Um,
that Sunny? I'm sure that's not me.
uh, so to me, that Lenormand is pretty much what you said. This may be somebody who really, um, I mean, to me, that's another way of looking at somebody who maybe has limits or needs limits, that they're just sort of holding on to their own sense of their bad behavior.
Sunny, Sunny, lay down.
So that's it.
Yeah, I mentioned one time before we shouldn't worry about that during the show. So, anyway, that's what we have for you. Drama's over. Anyway, that's what we had for you, Libra. I was going to say before I got cut off there. And I want you to know that if you don't know what this is now, it may be something up and coming. So hang in there. All right, we're going to move on to Sab. And I have your question. Did anybody else pop in the room? No. Okay. All right. Oh, how'd that happen? Oh, yeah. Oh, this autocorrect stuff does make me
I can literally
insane.
just look at it in notes.
It said saw. I had to change it.
All right, so that's a 2 and 2, right?
Well, it could be, and it's your deck. Let me see.
Would it be better for me to work for a year before pursuing law school or to enroll in law school right away?
Yes, let's do 2 and 2. I agree. Good call. Good call by you.
I'm going to use my Grim Tales Tarot. This will be the
Yay!
first time I think I'm using
It's
it.
the first time I'm
Maybe it
excited.
is. I may have used it once before.
Hmm.
I
Maybe
think
you
I
did.
did on Sunday's show, perhaps, or last Thursday. I don't know.
I've got a new deck too. I'm dying to use, but it's really for the Yule to Imbolc season. So I got to wait till closer to Yule to use it. It's a very cool deck called the Winter Tarot.
Oh, work for a year or enroll now. So
Unbelievable.
that's our 2 and 2 reading.
I got to mix these up again. Two of them were stuck together in here.
That happens.
I don't know how they stick together. It's not like I don't know. They're not sticky. All right.
Ready?
Yeah, I am.
Alrighty, so
Let's do one at a time, though.
right.
Yeah.
It's the reversed Eight of Wands.
So this is if it
Go to
better.
work.
Yeah, go to work. Okay.
And the reversed world.
Ooh. Well, let me get the Lenormand out there.
The stars. And the snake. Well, right away I get a little bit of a sense here um, that maybe things won't be exactly the way you want if you go to work. You may not be hitting the target you want in doing that. That's the Eight of Wands reversed, or things may be slower or less focused than you feel they should be. And maybe there's a sense with the world reversed that you sort of feel like you're just going to be dissatisfied. You're going to feel like maybe, you didn't do what you needed to do to really have a greater sense of satisfaction or perfection.
Yeah, Sab, I was going to say, I think the Eight of Wands reversed, you might be feeling overwhelmed by, going to work first before getting, pursuing your law degree. You might feel really overwhelmed, like maybe you're in a little bit over your head. And, Mr. O mentioned hitting the target, missing the mark, so to speak. I think you might feel like your energy is just scattered and you can't seem to you won't be able to pull things together. And I think here with the world reversed, I like what he said because I was leaning towards saying, and this is what it looks like. We don't even know what the other cards say. Maybe there's challenges with both that need to be considered, and then you have to decide which way to go. But with the world reversed here, it's really making me think that it's saying you need to complete the board, you need to go back to law school, you need
Ooh.
to finish that. You need to finish what you've started and go back. Even though you completed your boards, you want to go back to law school. I think this is saying something's left unfinished that you need to finish before you can enter this new portal. Am I right?
Okay, I like that. I'm not sure it changes mine a lot, but it gives me definite idea that, that it's a valid, reading too. So what
I
about,
like what he said, what they said there about mine being all over the place, because that also is the Eight of Wands in a way, being really scattered in your thinking about this, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So go
then
ahead.
the stars with the snake,
Yeah.
um,
What do you think?
Uh, it may feel like maybe when you start to look at where this will ultimately take you, the destiny, the future, you may feel that you've either deceived yourself or that there is a deception about to you in some manner, maybe other people who are advising you about this, that maybe you feel like it's just not exactly the decision you should have made, or you felt you were sort of led to it in a certain way.
I think maybe with the snake and the star, it could be indicating to me that it is sort of a self deception, yes, but you really were feeling to yourself very, very hopeful that you could just jump right into, a job and, along the lines of your career and it would work, things would work out for you. But it's not going to be as easy as you thought. You are deceiving yourself in thinking that. So that's what I'm seeing from the cards here. Let's take a look at the other, though. What about going back to law school? What does it say?
Alrighty, so one moment. The Page of Swords is upright, and the Six of Wands is upright. Oh, I don't know. That's like really clear, in my opinion. What do you think?
Well, say it again because I'm writing the
The
list
Page,
here.
I know, and I told him it would be a minute. Page of Swords is upright, Six of Wands is upright.
The Page of Swords is upright and the Six of Wands is upright. My goodness. I think that's your path. The Page of Swords upright indicates you need to these studies. You need these studies. You need to become more, you know, immersed in the law profession. And the Page of what is this again? Oh,
It's the
the
Six of
the
Wands.
Six of Wands. There is victory for you here. There is more success for you by taking this path so far. Oh, I said that with a grain of salt,
The
didn't I?
Cross and the Letter. Okay, so that tells me that it's not a piece of cake.
It's
That
not.
you may not get it on your first attempt at enrolling. You might have to, alter your plan a little bit. There may be some disappointments in the enrollment process, but to me, I'm feeling strongly what Banshee said about those two. That this is really the better path for you. The Page of Swords represents a very astute, principled kind of person that easily could be a student, could easily be somebody who wants to apply skills to process. And the Six of Wands shows that really this is where acknowledgement, this is where things that really look at you and give you praise for what you're doing. This is where they're going to come from, I think.
And when I look at
That's
that,
true too, Sab, what you just said.
I also think in this case, it's speaking about, you know, you're not going to be, it's not going to be a cakewalk like Mr. O said, but I'm not sure it has anything to do with your enrolling per se. I think, and of course, maybe it has to do with finances. That could be the issue. Maybe if you're not being approved for any scholarships or loans or things of that nature. But I think that you're concerned about just having to spend more time stressing out over studies and the work ahead. I do think it's going to take a little bit of a toll on you, but it shows by these cards that it will be well worth the grief that you have to go through to get there.
Hi,
So
Ladybug.
that's what
Did
I
you see what
see.
Sab says right at the end there?
What?
Their last statement.
I think you should. Well, I think you should, but only if you're ready. If you need to wait till another semester to do it, then do that. But I think, before you really immerse yourself in a job or career, you're going to need to go back and do this first. According to what the cards are saying, the decision, Sob, is always yours, right? So,
Right. We can only give you this information and, lead you to where you can best make a good choice. I mean, we are not life coaches or, therapists or professional counselors.
yeah, I agree. What? It's nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Maybe something to do with you, but not.
I don't believe you. Thank you, Sab. That's appreciated. To me, I felt that the letter could indicate, the process of enrolling and maybe not hitting it right away. But I could see, like Banshee says, it could be other things too. It could be about, seeking, funding, if there are, financial rewards available. It may not work out right away either. And you have to just keep trying to do it.
Yeah, I
Persistence.
mean, clearly, funds are low. You just have to do what you can do right now. And I understand that. But the best thing for your career success is to go through it, get the law degree. So I wish you luck with that.
Good luck. Alrighty.
In there, please, in the
In there.
future. Thank you.
In there. That sounds derisive.
Instead of here, okay? Because they can be overlooked. Okay.
Well, now I know what my
And it's
problem
because
is.
the cat.
Now I know why I'm overlooked.
Oh, the long suffering Mr. O. Let's all get out the violins.
It's very long
Get
suffering.
out the violins, everybody. I call them the mini violins.
Come on, give me your sympathy.
All right.
Tell Mr. O you love him.
Shirley is up, and we have Shirley's question as well. Let me get the list.
Oh, yes, and join us Saturday for happy hour. It's
Yay!
at 10 a.m. Yay, indeed. Come and get a happy message. No questions, please. Everyone who shows up, you immediately are on the list to get a happy hour message. Maybe it's just a positive message you need to hear for today, that day, or the week. Or maybe it's a little bit of divine guidance. You never know for sure.
It's almost always a happy message.
It
Even
always
when we get
is.
a negative card, there's usually something good that can come out of the negative card.
Right. It's
The
your deck.
darkness. Some light that can surface from the
It's
darkness.
your deck.
It's my deck.
Yes.
And I'm going to use another fairly new deck. The Garden of Enchanted Creatures is back by MJ Poulinane.
You're an enchanted creature.
I had been waiting over a year for that darn deck.
Anything worth having is worth waiting for.
I suppose.
Even for the
Except at my age, I can't
fairies.
necessarily wait a year
Sure.
for things anymore.
Well, you don't always get to choose. You know that's right.
All right. Okay, will I get offered the business administrator position? So it sounds like a yes no. We will do a yes no if we need to, but we're going to see
Let's see if there are other factors that might show up.
if we can discern it from the cards. You draw right now. Hi, Amaka. Welcome.
Anaka, hi. We'll get you on our list.
We'll get you on our list. We take the
Just give us
readings
a
in
minute.
order. All right. I'm going to repost the list now just so you can see where you're at.
Right, you won't be right away. There's a few people in front of you, Anaka.
There we are. All right. So I've cut these for Shirley. Let's see what we've got. We've got the Fool reversed. And yet, we have the Ace of Cups upright. Wow. And the Nine of Cups upright. What the hey? Boy, I think we did a reading for you not that long ago on this that was a little bit more negative, wasn't it? But let's see what we got here. What?
There's your negative.
Well, the Fool isn't that great.
Yeah, because he's reversed.
Yeah.
And Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Oh wait, Grandma is the reindeer. I don't know. Never mind.
All right. Oh, this is really odd reading, Shirley. You know, it's like I look at if this is what you truly desire, if this is what you truly want to manifest, and you've put all your will, all your positive energy into obtaining this position, it's possible you will receive good news. It just seems like some happy news is coming. But it almost seems as though there's one of two things going on here. Either you're suddenly not that inclined to take the job for some reason. It seems like there might be something attached to it that seems too risky. I don't know if it has to do with finances, benefits, what it could be. Or it's possible here that maybe you thought, you know, this wasn't going to happen. But something turns around and it happens. I really almost feel it happens. I wonder here if they offer the position to somebody else and they refuse it, and then it's offered to you. I just can't understand why this is here when there's such positive energy
The
here.
full reversed is either an element of surprise or maybe an element of trickery. And maybe it could be too that maybe there's a miscommunication because after all, Mercury's going retrograde. And so maybe there's a miscommunication, but it still seems to work out. You know, like they correct the miscommunication or something. I think we will have to do a yes or no just to determine.
Well,
Because I agree with Banshee. I sort of feel like these are really great cards, feeling like, you know, this is wish inspiring, that this is a wish that could come true for you, you know. On the other hand, the Lenormand, I'm not exactly sure where that leads.
that could go either way. It could say
Okay.
that there's an end now to your job searching, maybe
Okay.
because you've manifested what you desired.
Right, this could be you in that persona.
Or if you decide not to take the job because of whatever reasons, you find out something about it that just doesn't sit well with you, you put an end to that. So I agree with him we should do it,
Let's do the specific one.
but if it says no, I really have to question then why we got these cards. Can we do a different deck? Can you do one of yours for the yes no?
Okay, that's fine. We can do that. And in fact, I'll use my Midnight Boulevard since it's right here. I have not used it
We're
yet.
doing the quick one, right?
Yes, just the quick one.
Okay.
And remember, everything is possible with the exception of the swords. All the other suits have possibilities, and the major arcana does too. So really, it's only a 1 in 5 chance of no.
No, I get it, but it's
I know we're going to get swords now, right? You can come over and slap us,
don't
surely.
jinx it. Shirley, go slap him for me. Then you can't blame
But
me for
maybe I'll.
being mean again.
What? Do you want to shuffle too? Maybe I can blame you that way.
Oh, I see. Ah, anyway. All right, let me focus.
Maybe it just means that there's a not so pleasant surprise in getting the
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
Like, the job is more or less what you thought, but there's just a surprise that isn't exactly pleasant. Like maybe every once in a while you have to do something. Oh, I didn't get to cut. Oh, well,
It's okay.
because you like the
Good
result.
luck. Something is stalled, and with
It's a
that
chariot
full
reverse.
reverse, that's
Yes.
what it seems like. There is some delay, which again makes me wonder if they offer it to somebody first and they refuse it. But something's stalled here. And it could be Mercury retrograde again, rearing its head. Just nothing is going to happen quickly, during this retrograde.
Maybe that's the surprise and the sense of uh, non-advancement, because that's the chariot reverse is something that's not advancing. Is that's the surprise or the unforeseen thing is you are going to get it, but for some reason, Mercury retrograde, it may take a bit longer than what you were hoping for.
I just think you're going to get some good news coming to you. And you've got the Nine of Cups here, which is the wish card. And if this is really something you are looking forward to, I think it could happen. I do.
Keep our fingers crossed for you.
So, fingers crossed for you. Good luck, Shirley. We're rooting for you. All right. And we are on Kara now. All right. Hi, Kara.
Hi, Karen.
Have a message for you. Okay.
I'm going to use my ghost tarot.
Ooh.
That's scatty.
Yeah, that's right. It is your turn. I was going to say, wait, we just did, but we used this.
Well, I had half of a turn of a sense.
It's all right. It's all right. I have like 3 ghost decks still out here. I
I like this one.
some of my Halloween
The
theme.
art is really
I keep
cool. I like it.
pumpkin deck until Thanksgiving. I'm going to start bringing in some holiday decks soon. The Yule Lenormand. What stupid little bug? The Yule Lenormand may be here soon. And the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, because I only use that before Christmas, because it's the Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right, Kara asks, does Nana Charlotte have a message for you? Is this the 1, 2, 3?
Yeah, yes.
All right,
That's
Ten
the,
of Wands.
yeah, see, that's the kind of thing that we want to do. Oh, 10 of Wands.
Nana may be saying that things aren't easy for her, or maybe she's warning things aren't going to be easy for you. There may be a sense that there is a geas, the Irish or Celtic word for an obligation or for a quest of some sort, something that maybe you seem to be required to do for some reason.
Well, I feel a little bit of a more lighter approach here in that I think the message from Nana is you can always count on her support when things get heavy for you. When you're feeling down, when you're feeling oppressed, when you feel like people are piling it on you,
Of course,
hold
that's
on to your Nana because the ten of wands is true. Like Mr. O said, things could get oppressive and heavy for you, but the thing is, it also asks you to say, you don't have to carry these burdens on your own. Let other people help you. And in this case, that's Nana's message. You can ask for her assistance or comfort or
You
support
just
from the other
call
side.
Nana's name,
And
and
you
you know
know,
wherever
wherever
she
she
is,
is, she'll
she'll
come
come
running.
running. You got a friend.
I sang that badly. I am sorry.
Well, see, and here's your other friend.
And Sonny
Hello.
came running. Sonny came running. Maybe that's who you
He's
need to call.
channeling Nana. All right,
Okay, why
so,
is this important?
and it's the six, is that Pentacles, right? Six of
Why,
Pentacles.
yes, that's those pentacles. Six of pentacles upright. Why is this important? Because she can help you feel more balanced and more stable. She can help you feel like you do have support. You do have people standing up for you. Even on the other side, they may, just knowing that they're there supporting you may give you the strength to stand up to make sure you are being treated fairly and equally.
When you look at that picture, that maybe has a sense of you telling her always, in some way, you're there for her too. You're remembering her. As the picture shows, the live person is remembering the person who passed on. So I think that's why it's important too, because she understands you are going to remember her and you are going to carry her spirit forward.
And so, where are things headed?
And it's the reversed Six of Cups.
Okay. Um, well, where things are, well,
A little lurch.
well, it's a little lurch because it's where things are headed. She really doesn't want you to go into your future feeling remorseful about the past. Woulda, coulda, should have done this for Nana. Woulda, coulda done. Wish you had said this before she passed. Wish you would have done that. Don't dwell on anything in the past. Let it go. Let it go. She doesn't want you to feel any kind of guilt or recriminations about anything relating, to her, either her passing or, your experiences with her in your life. All is forgiven at this point, once they have seen the light per se, they don't hold these
In a
kind of.
way, she's almost saying that she understands that if eventually you may move on to the point where she's not exactly very common in your feelings, and I think she's saying she understands that you will adjust to life without her, just her being a memory, but it's not bad for her because she knows you will remember her. Hi, Cherry Blossom.
Sorry about that. I'm going to take Kara off now because we're just about done with her reading. I got to do the Lenormand.
Mhm.
Carrie B, we will add you. And if you are one of the people that missed a reading on Sunday, we could not access the
Yeah,
questions.
sorry.
So if you're one of them, we're sorry. But I am now cutting and pasting questions people are leaving on the list so we don't lose them. All right, Kara. Oh, Nana loves you.
Look at that. Beat, beat, beat.
Even though she's gone, even though she has moved on, her love for you remains. She wants you to know that. That's a big part of this message, right?
I like it. Yep.
Mr. Earl's going to get sentimental. I can see him almost ready to cry.
No, I was trying to think of a song with sailing and love in it, and I can't quite do it. So,
Good.
sail on, good times never felt so good.
I was just about to post the list, but SP has come in, so let me get
ISP,
SP on the list.
cranking up that Thursday night.
Yeah, people are suddenly popping in.
We're gonna add you.
All right, there it is. Okay, I want to get Anmaka's question in, so let me
Excuse
do
me.
that.
Alrighty, so that was Kara, right?
Yes. So Alicia's up.
Hey,
And
Alicia.
Alicia,
Said, what's coming up with money, right?
yes, I'm having a problem here, so please be patient.
No, no way.
I know.
So in the meantime, I'll tell people that your show on Sunday morning, The Material Matters, is a great way for us to all hang out together. It's a recording, but the Tarot Tribe diligently assembles every Sunday to check it out with Banshee as she does the entire zodiac, doing a very good financial forecast reading for each and every sign. And along the way, we illuminate that reading a little bit more. We add comments from everybody, and it's just actually fun. So check it out. Banshee's Material Matters, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m.
XSPs. All right.
Am I still being patient?
Yeah, you are. I'm almost ready, though.
Buzzkill.
Okay, so Alicia, and it's my deck. Let's see.
Could I have the Lenormand?
In a minute.
I know.
Can you be patient still?
Can you turn on the speed when necessary?
I want to get everything right, unlike Typo Boy. All right. All right, I got your question, SP. Thank you. Yeah, we're just going to keep a backup list with questions now. And I mean, if you can stay for the whole show and you're not, or till your turn, you don't have to give us a question. But if you got to leave, it's a good idea to give us a question. And we used to be able to go up the chat and find them, but now for
Well, it happened
some,
one time. We don't know that this is always what it is.
I don't want to take the chance again, though. That was too jarring and disappointing for those who couldn't get readings.
Yeah, see, I was able to scroll all the way to the top.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that thing I told you before that I thought was what did it. So, like I said, I'd have to test the theory.
Hmm.
I'm not willing to. Alrighty.
All right, so Alicia and the money. Well, you've got the Two of Wands upright. You got the Fool upright. You got the Seven of Wands reversed.
I think a new opportunity is going to show up, or I think you are going to find one coming to you. That's the Two
Can
of
we have the
Wands.
Lenormand?
Sure, I'll do those.
Oh.
Go ahead then.
No, I want to wait for the Lenormand before I speak.
It's a big bear.
Nice.
That's good for business, right?
Yeah.
The bear and the key. I
Well,
like it. I
I have
like
to
it.
put something into making this happen. But I feel here the Two of Wands, is making you think that maybe it's time for you to think outside the box a little bit. And especially, I think, with the Two of Wands here and the Fool, both those cards have a sense of adventure about them a little bit, or venturing forth possibly in new directions, that may have some risk attached to it. But sometimes it's good to let the universe have your back, or trust that they do. Now, this is kind of ironic to me, Alicia, coming out right before Mercury is about to go retrograde, but it's almost saying take a chance on something new that might be coming your way, or to take a chance on exploring some way to generate, the business or the money that you're hoping to generate in, is this like for the week ahead? Let's see. Oh, did I not post the question? Thought I did. But anyway, go ahead. Why don't you talk?
Okay, well, to me, that Two of Wands, and yes, combining with the Fool, there's an idea here that says either you are thinking out of the box or just something opportunity sort of shows itself to you, something that maybe, is new to you. I don't exactly understand the nature of your business, but I get the feeling like it has something to do with getting tips about, where to invest or where to move things, whether that's actual resources or monies or other kinds of resources. So I feel that's what's happening too, is that something is telling you to get ready to play big, or some message may be doing that. But that Seven of Wands reverse maybe is saying also be prepared to change, focus, or shift in some way, and I don't know if that's like a trading convention too or something like that.
Well, I know that you invest. I do know that. I don't think that's your business, but that you do invest in the stock market. Lots of people do. But I see either business or financial moves here that could pay off for you. Whether it's some new way to try to attract business will bring something your way, or it's some chance risk you take on moving your money that could pay off. The question is about the Seven of Wands reversed. And I think the Seven of Wands reversed is just saying you have to find a way to regain an advantage here, clearly, because you feel like right now things are not turning out to your advantage. And you have to find a way to turn this around. And that's why I think something out of the box, something unusual, could make it happen. Now, that being said, maybe Mr. O is onto something here in saying maybe it's not you generating this, but maybe something new might come up that you should look into. It's up to you, though, to make this happen. And you have to look for a way to turn this around. The key is getting yourself in a position where you want financial security. You really want to make sure that things are stable and secure and that you are in a better position, not something that's going to put you in a more risky place. So take a risk, but only if it's going to mean that things will stabilize after that.
This opportunity may want you to play to what your strengths and resources are. That's the key. That's what we're talking about, is whatever this opportunity is, what your skills are. You will just have to make sure you play to those rather than a different set of skills you may have.
So something could be happening that could help. But I think that, like I said, you've got to find the way to make a course correction here to make things happen. So I
Good.
hope it made sense to you. Good luck with that. Thank you. All right, CJ is up, and CJ's question, which I swear I had it on this list and it's like it disappeared. I wrote it down. I wrote it down. But it was what was coming towards them, anything that's coming towards them in love. And if I'm wrong, CJ, I'm sure you'll correct me, but I know that's what it was. Here it is. I swear I cut and pasted that. It's like it disappeared. I know I did. I saw it there. Weird.
Hi, Rowan. How you doing? Yes, thank you, CJ. And she just got it.
Hi, Rowan. I'll get you on the list.
Alrighty. Uh, let's see. What's this deck here? My Neon Tarot. And use the Neon Tarot for your reading, CJ. General guidance for Rowan. Thank you.
All right. I got that. All right. All right. I know. I'm just thinking. I was thinking of something. Sorry if I confused
I'm
you.
just trying to stop you from thinking.
I'm so glad you like it. Awesome.
I really do like that one. I don't use it here all the time. I use it once in a while though. And I like it because, like I think I told you in an email, that the scenes that are from the show really do match up with the qualities of most of the cards. They're a pretty good cut for that. So hope you enjoy it. All right. Thank you for letting us know that. So, you would like to know whatever comes out for love. Okay. So, our first card is the Ace of Swords. And as I shuffle the cards, it's like my emotional exchanges. I interpret any of the cards towards the idea of the emotional realm. So, when I look at this could be saying there is.
I thought you were going to lay them,
Yeah, you're right. I just realized that. I'm
but you can go
sorry.
ahead with that.
Okay. And it's the upright King of Coins
Oh,
and the upright Page of Coins.
well. Here, let me throw this at you. Just lay them out. The heart.
So the heart showed up in Lenormand. That's nice. And the clouds. And please note that there's a dark side of the cloud and a light side, but the light side is what is facing the heart, and that's good.
That
So,
does, it's better. It does make a
yeah.
difference.
So what I saw with the first card, the Ace of Swords, that it could be saying that maybe there is an opportunity to advance yourself. It's not necessarily indicating that there's a specific target, but maybe this is saying, you have to be open-minded. You have to be kind of assertive in some respects. So it may be that, I don't get the dating game anymore. It's been nearly 50 years or longer since we've been in the dating game. So I don't know, I guess to me, I don't see a problem with women being more assertive or gender roles changing a little bit. Maybe this
Thanks,
is
Mr. Stodgy Man.
what?
I said, thanks, Mr. Stodgy Man.
I am
You poor
stodgy
old
man.
fool.
Do you want to pick it up for me?
No, go ahead. Well, okay. You want to stop there? Is that it? We'll go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those are the Lenormand on tile, CJ, and thank you.
Yeah, we have them on tiles actually. Isn't that cute? That was a big investment for myself. Somebody who self-published them that way and created them, and they're beautiful, and they were worth every penny I paid for it. I got it out of my early retirement buyout. And I felt I needed to treat myself after I was forced out of my job. So,
See,
and forced to retire. But at any rate, and I mean, it was nothing personal, it was just changes in the organization. At any rate, the Ace of Swords to me, I don't know why, but like Mr. O said, when I'm looking at this in a romantic context, you know how it often means an epiphany and something like that, an aha moment?
yeah, the ace.
I almost wonder if it's going to be a kind of click with somebody right away. There's this immediate attraction. There's this click. There's this aha moment. There's this synchronicity.
What was that called? Love
Love at
sight?
first sight, perhaps.
Well, maybe it's
Attraction
like
at
or
first sight.
attraction.
Anyway, let's not get carried away now.
Is it that next card?
Well, it could be this King of Coins here. My goodness, what a stable, reliable, trustworthy individual is this guy? He could be an earth sign. You are Cancer, right? If I recall right, CJ? It could be an earth sign. It could be somebody who is either matching you age wise or a little bit older or on a different maturity level. It could be somebody immersed in careers of business or finance or maybe even education. I sometimes see
Considering
that.
what you just said, CJ, maybe that's you, that no nonsense attitude. But because this is really more about your question, I think this is a person that basically is similar to you in that respect. Maybe somebody that, whether they're an earth sign or not, this is a quality that maybe is.
Go on. I'm just looking
putting
at,
you two together in a way.
God, I'm just looking at the cards.
The
Page,
page of coins.
yeah, is that the page of coins too?
Yes, it is.
So that means to me that something could grow out of this. Something could grow and develop out of this. Um, I feel here the page of coins often is some new beginning, some great new beginning. And so we've got a person here. We've got a kind of what I consider an epical moment, an epic moment. And this nice responsible looking individual, it almost seems too good to be true, doesn't it? I keep thinking of poor Ari and what she's going through sometimes with her relationship woes. And so but maybe it's possible here something could open up for you. You have the heart and you have the clouds with the light side towards the heart, which kind of indicates to me that maybe some of the fog is clearing. Maybe something is going to come through that is going to send your heart a flutter. Just be sure, though, when I see the clouds here, I would just say this. Just be sure, no matter how good you feel about this, you really take it slow. Because first off, the king might anyway. He's kind of a slow moving guy. So don't give up if he doesn't seem to be moving right away, if it just seems to be slow in reacting. I think he's the real deal.
Yes, he's definitely thinking, even if you can't tell that for sure. And Ari, we don't know why that's happening. Are you possibly unsubscribing and resubscribing? Is that why you're not getting notifications? I don't know.
Oh, did Ari come in?
Yeah.
Oh, you're Ari
Ari
loves
loves
love
love.
now? I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm thinking here.
So that page of coins there too represents the idea maybe that this could be a person who has a very fresh, youthful attitude too, that despite the fact that they could be a little bit older than you maybe, or they've come off as being a bit more mature than they should be at that age. I don't know. That's all fungible to me. The page of coins represents a youthful attitude. So maybe they're a young soul in an older body. I don't know. Um, I do agree with Banshee, though. I sort of feel like if you feel like something has been confusing in terms of love or romance, it may become less so as this year is going on or into the next year.
Yeah, I don't know when this is going to happen for you,
Yeah.
but it could be maybe by the I
Um,
would say maybe before winter sets in, before the actual turning of the season.
I didn't know that about notifications, CJ. I've never heard that. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I wonder if Ari needs to think about
Oh.
that.
So anyway, whatever the case may be here, get yourself out there. He may be out there waiting. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
And we're on Ladybug Love. I've added Ari LL to the list.
General
Okay.
for November.
You've got it,
All right.
Ladybug. All right. Let's see what I got here.
Well, good luck, CJ.
Yeah, it was a nice reading. All right.
You're welcome.
Hey, you're very welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying the deck. What? Oh, fireworks?
That's because of the two.
Oh,
Two
okay.
will do it, but only sometimes.
So is it that camera that does it?
Well, that's the camera that's there, but I don't know why mine did it.
What if I just do one? I'll get the thumbs up, maybe?
No, I guess it only does it when you don't want it to be done.
I give up. Maybe it's because I have this delay. I don't know. Because I have no idea.
But that camera is not delayed here, and that's the camera.
Yeah.
Because I saw the explosions here.
Well, I don't know what's going on.
I know you don't. I know
It's
you
not fair.
don't.
It's not fair. Well, oh, you bum. Well, that's okay. I can still do stuff like that, and I can do that, and I can do
No
that.
one cares, Bollock.
And Sonny can come
All right,
back.
general for November.
All right. Well, it's reversed. It's the Ten of Swords. That's good. But, wow, the Five of Pentacles is upright. And the Six of Cups is reversed.
The moon in Lenormand and the mountain.
Well, this season can be, as we are nearing getting into the holidays stuff, and honestly, starting Christmas music like the day after Halloween, and I literally saw this fantastically decorated Halloween displayed house immediately change to Christmas day, the day or two after Halloween, and they got this elaborate Christmas display up now. It's crazy. But I'm going to be pretty sick of Christmas by the time Thanksgiving rolls around at this point. But at any rate, let me just say, I like to celebrate all holidays, I don't care what they are. But, it can be hard on people. So I feel here November has some down stuff going on. One of it is that maybe, though, this is that you really need to move on from some situations that have been difficult to bear. Maybe people who have hurt you in some way. And now is just the time to move past that. Just let it go now. And Ladybug, this is Ladybug,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So move on from that now is what you need to do. This is a time not to, and I sense here that's going to be a little bit problematic for you. I'm going to the last card now. I think these two cards are very related. And really, when I come to think about it, they all are, they all are. And, this is saying don't hold on to things in the past that are best left in the past now. There's nothing we can do about them anyway, and so why dwell on them? Why let them hurt you in your present? Seek joy out now, in the present. Not from people who've hurt you in the past and not situations that, and don't dwell on the situations that you need to let go of.
Well, for many people, certainly here at home and maybe in some parts of the world, this is the Thanksgiving season, the prelude to Christmas. And this looks like, oh, I don't want to go to Thanksgiving dinner because Uncle Gregory's there and he's going to talk about politics
Politics.
or something I don't want to talk about. And I kind of see that. The Ten of Swords is sort of a sense of realizing that every year this always happens. You always feel like you're put upon, you're beat up in a way. The Five of Pentacles, the sense of being alone here, the sense of isolation. Even if you don't go to Thanksgiving dinner, this is a time of year where maybe a lot of people have a lot of reasons to not feel like they belong, like something is off in their life. Maybe they have no more family to celebrate with, things like that.
There is a sense of loneliness with the Five of Pentacles. They're lacking, and it's possibly related to these memories. You feel a lack of love right now, or you feel a lack of support from people you thought you could count on. But you know what? Let the past be the past and move on from there. Find other ways to celebrate. You know, as older adults, we've gone through a lot of stuff. We've had to deal with family, go to many family gatherings of different sorts, get together with friends during the season, all these different things. But now that we're older, things have shifted. Our son and his family, they've got other things to do sometimes, and we have to understand that. And, because there's another family involved with his wife, and, and our friends, we can't always get together with them for various readings. So we find our own way, right?
And boy, do we like it.
And in a way, we've come to like it. We come to like not
We go
having
out
to
to
put a
eat.
big dinner on for everybody, or even to have other people have to go through that for us. We have found our own way. Sometimes we get a prepared dinner that we just have to cook up here, the full thing for us. And other times we just go to a restaurant and have it served to us, and it feels great. So find where you belong this season. I think that's the key here, Ladybug. Find where you belong this season and where you can find love. It's going to be a little bit challenging for you to let this stuff go, but you can do this. You can do this.
I actually wonder if maybe the Ten of Swords is a sort of a sense of you looking back over the past and realizing you're not going to let that happen. And that, the Six of Cups is really saying you've come to terms with that sense of the distance that can be felt in emotional relationships, And I don't really know you, Ladybug. I don't know if you get along well with people in your family or not. This could be about something else entirely, too. Maybe it is about other situations happening in November that represent pretty much the same thing.
Well,
Feelings, hopes dashed because of other people's insincerity or rudeness.
right,
Meanness.
that's true. You could be dealing with some people who just don't seem to have your best interests at heart. And I think here it's going to be a little bit of a challenge and a struggle to overcome some of this. And I can't help but think, too, that some of this might be because of Mercury retrograde. That some people misconstrue motives, whether you are doing that to other people or they're doing it to you. There could be some arguments or some squabbles or challenges that break out because of that. So I don't know if you relate to any of this, but I do feel that this month, November, is going to be kind of a heavy feeling month for you. And some of it has to do with dealing with things that may be cropping up from the past, old memories. So I wish you luck with that.
Take care.
Hey, Amaka is up now. Could it be work? Yeah, I get. Oh, you were having all the work issues. Yes. Yes, it could be work. So if that's what it sounds like it relates to, it could be that somebody is really, you don't feel like you have any support there. And if I remember your situation, boy, these cards do kind of speak to that.
The Ten of Swords reverse could indicate that maybe there has been some sort of victory or rebound for you, that maybe something is at least now temporarily defeated. Like maybe, if there was an argument, it's been resolved, or if there's been a question, it's been resolved.
But there's still some uncomfortability going on
Yeah.
there. You feel kind of isolated and alone there.
The Lenormand, the mountain and the moon says it's a struggle to find where you feel successful there or where you feel involved emotionally with people.
Yeah.
And so that may not change necessarily, I guess.
So good luck with
Good
that.
luck. It absolutely could be work.
All right. And Amaka's question was, I need to know what the universe has for me for the rest of the year. Okay, that is a good question.
That's your reading, right?
Yeah. All right. No, no, it's not. What's happening for the rest of the year? There could be a number of things happening
Okay.
for the rest of the year.
They're my deck, though.
Yeah, correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's really more for the messages, kind of.
Good. I would do that, Ladybug. we've done mirror spells or mirror affirmations so that things are reflected back on the person who's casting them in the workplace. I think both of us have had to do that. Just saying.
I actually one time heard, I really can't give you the particulars of this because I forgot how it worked, but I had actually set up a little mirror to face my cubicle entrance, and it was with a specific intent to keep somebody who was just, their intentions were really kind of bad for me. I felt that they were very two-faced. You tell them something that, because they make you believe they're on your side, and then they turn against you. So I really wanted to block them from even coming into my cubicle. And for a long time, it worked. So,
All right, Anaka. I need to know what the universe has for me for the rest of the year. All right, three cards. Ten of Cups, upright.
nice.
Oh, I hope that's true. Next card is Six of Swords, upright.
Very nice. What? I'm. Go. What do you got?
Next card,
They're all
Three
upright.
of Cups, upright. Three of Cups. Are you planning on getting married?
Or starting a family.
Are you traveling somewhere to be married? Hmm. Path. Crossroad,
Or
right?
starting a family.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, the tree. Well, there's really good things happening according to the cards, Anaka.
You have some really positive cards here. Starting off with the Ten of Cups indicates either a successful completion of something you were hoping for, uh,
Emotional.
getting something that brings you real emotional fulfillment. There's usually I like to say there's two wish cards in the tarot. And one is the Nine of Cups, which is physical manifestation and physical success. And then the other one is the Ten of Cups, which is emotional satisfaction and emotional fulfillment. And either way, it spells success on something. It could spell success in love and in family life as well. That everything seems harmonious and moving smoothly. If you aren't married, but you're in a serious relationship, it could indicate a path towards marriage. It could indicate a happy ending of some sort. And the next card is the Six of Swords, which indicates to me that slowly but surely you're moving to a place of better conditions in your life. Things are going to start to improve for you. If you haven't seen it already, you can expect some signs of this to start happening. I'll stop there, but this is also, well, no, I won't. I'll just finish it. And I feel here either you're going to be inviting others to celebrate your success. So, in other words, for example, if you were getting married, you might have a shower, you might have a wedding, whatever the case may be. There'll be invitations, or you'll just be celebrating something with friends. It's also possible that you might be attending a friend's wedding or celebration in the months ahead.
I think these are a beautiful set of cards, Anaka. I think tens are always about perfect conclusions to a matter, and it's cups, so it's about your emotional life. What is important to you? Where you place your pride in what you really enjoy. So it could indeed be about need a cough drop.
There you
It
go.
could be about the happiness of a family, whether it's the family you're in or the family that maybe you will be in. And of course, the Six of Swords is really about moving to better surroundings. So maybe saying that the completion of things that are really important to you from a heartfelt emotional level happens because of course you're moving somewhere else that's going to make you really happy. And maybe it is really about something like a wedding happening or something happening. It could just be the commitment to being married, but there's a lot of happiness in these two cards and a sense of purpose of moving towards that happiness with that one.
I want to make sure I didn't make a mistake. Is that the garden or the path?
It's the garden. You're right. I was
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said it was the path, but it's the garden card. And it's with the tree, which is interesting. Both of these cards are very growthful cards, but in particular, the tree is indicating some growth coming towards you through connections with others. The garden in the Lenormand is often about going to celebrations. So, in a way, it ties into that Three of Cups a little bit there, or gatherings of people or connecting with others. You know, there may be some growth or development or some changes or maybe some bonds, you know, some roots being established when you attend some gatherings with other people, whether you meet a prospective new relationship there or something else happens there, you make some really firm, positive, good connections. It's all good. It's
right. To
just,
me, in this sense, the garden kind of aligns with the Three of Cups,
yeah.
the idea of a wonderful party or an atmosphere of emotional love and good vibes between people. And then the tree itself kind of vibes to the Ten of Cups because they both can represent family, good, strong family foundation. So I really have a strong feeling, Anaka, that this says the rest of the year is going to be really good for you, and that maybe, if you're looking towards marriage or commitment of some sort, it's probably going to happen. So blessings to you.
Yeah, good luck. Thanks for joining us today. We're glad to give you such a happy message. And from Mr. O's Decks.
Yes, who figured it could happen? That was the Deviant Moon Tarot, by the
Was,
way.
oh, yes, a gift from me to you.
Yes, your trash is my treasure.
I mean, it just wasn't for me, Mr. O. It was so much more for you.
I understand. All right.
The little deviant soul that you
And I
are.
think it's 25 2, and we have 5 or 6 readings. We should probably just close the
All
list.
right, I'm going to put the sign up first that the list is closed, but everybody that is on the list will get a reading.
All right. We'll go ahead and do that here.
Sonny, you're right on my
So everybody
computer.
here gets a reading. Do not worry.
Yep, do not worry. We've got you covered.
And I believe everybody's already left their question too. So
They did. Relax. A cherry blossom. I know. Oh, whoopsie. That's not what I want to do. Hold on. You distracted me from what I was doing. But the list is closed. All right, there we go. Cherry B, did you post your question? Because I never saw it.
I'll find it.
It might be because they're still here.
What's coming towards me?
What did I miss that?
Because I can scroll and you apparently can't. What's coming
I
towards
know
me?
that, but I missed it at the time, and that's what bothers me. I've been catching everybody,
What the heck? Grab a deck.
but I missed yours, Cherry. Sorry.
Pay no attention to her.
And I have SPs and Rowens though, so we're all set with that. I'm not totally a scufflaw here. All right. What's coming towards Cherry? Let's see. I'm gonna use the pumpkin deck. I still think this is seasonal fall season, so I kept the pumpkin deck in. The ghost decks because this is still spooky season in my opinion. And November's a month for me. I lost both my mom and my aunt, her sister, 6 years apart on the same day in November, November 13th.
They always had to be dramatic.
They were the best buds for years, my mom and her. My mom came from a family of nine siblings, 5 boys, and there were 5 women, 10 total. And my mom and my Aunt Mary were the babies in the family, so they kind of stuck together. And my aunt took her home. My aunt took my mom home. She died first. And
Thank
six
you,
years
Terry.
later, on the same day, she took my mom.
That was life with them. It was always unusual.
Yeah. It's a soul story out there on our page somewhere.
Yeah, on our
But
YouTube channel, there's a playlist called Banshee Soul Stories. It's one of the stories in there.
anyway,
Anyway, what's coming towards you? So is that your reading?
it's is it for November or just in general?
That was in general. Let's see.
All right, it's my reading then.
What's coming towards me?
Page of Swords reversed is coming towards you. And this is no surprise. Okay, Jerry, because this is a time, I mean, Mercury retrograde is here, and the Page of Swords is all about missed communications, things that you were expecting, or people you maybe were expecting to hear from, or information you were hoping to receive, could be delayed, could be stuck. Or could be misconstrued. That's the worst part about Mercury retrograde is, people can get into fights with each other, disagreements because they're taking things out of context, etc. So you have to be very careful, I think, this month. This is what's coming towards you in how you communicate with others, make sure you're very clear, and even when you're not, and people question you or challenge it because they don't get what you're saying, try to be respectful back. Give people the benefit of the doubt before you say enough. So be diplomatic if you can, and do what you can to get through Mercury retrograde. It's never fun. Mr. O?
Okay, I guess we kind of struck out with Amaka. Um, Anyway, Cherry B, what's coming towards you? The Page of Swords. This may be the sense that there's something maybe a little bit awkward or off-putting that you might be involved in, that maybe, somebody, in your social circle or somewhere puts you in a different position because maybe they ask you a question and your answer is more truthful than it should have been for them or something like that. It's the Page of Swords, right? So I just sort of get the sense here that there's a sense of non-timing or something awkward that happens. Maybe you speak tactlessly for some reason, or maybe it happens to you even. I mean, this could be about you.
Hey, Amaka, I'm sorry he said that the way he did. We didn't strike out with you. Yeah, it looked like a relationship, but we mentioned some other things there that were important. Something that, you're hoping to achieve will be.
Those things.
Oh, well, why did you say we struck out?
Because you never look at the chat, so it's the only way I can get you to look at the chat
Oh
sometimes.
my gosh. Why am I not looking at what you're saying? I'm looking at what the people are saying. So.
You wouldn't have known if I didn't say anything.
At any rate, I think your luck and happiness is about to change. Whether it's in romance or another area of your life, November and December are going to be pretty happy for you. So, really, the cards are saying enjoy these months ahead and seek out things that bring you joy because it's there.
All
Okay.
right.
So,
Why is it important?
why is it important? Six of Cups reversed. Well, why is this important? Because it's possible here that somebody might bring up something from the past that you'd rather not deal with anymore. It's something that's best left in the past. Either somebody's got an old grudge or feel they have unfinished business. Maybe perhaps this is even you. Maybe you want to bring it up, and maybe this is just not a good time to do so.
Yes, once again, I hate to fall back on it, but sometimes the holiday times with their penchants for various meetings and various events leaves us open to the possibility of inopportune moments saying things that maybe we didn't realize. And a lot of this could happen because, of course, Mercury is going retrograde.
Yeah.
So this could have a lot of problems too. Maybe you don't even say anything wrong or nobody says anything wrong, but somehow it's interpreted in a way just because of Mercury retrograde's influence. Mercury retrograde's influence could cause people to misunderstand or mishear what's actually being said.
Well, I can't help but wonder seeing that card now, the Six of Cups here. I'm not going to say that necessarily somebody from your past is suddenly going to resurface and throw this at you, but it could be somebody you're currently, you've been around, whether it's family, whether it's friends you've had around for a while. Somebody is going to dredge something up, or even you might get triggered and dredge something up. And it's easy to happen during this cycle. So just let the past be the past, or let it sit for now, because this is definitely not a good time. And maybe if you can, if somebody else is trying to goad you into rehashing all of this again, just say, this is really not the right time.
Do you happen to know if Mercury is in Scorpio or Sagittarius at the moment? It's probably going to retrograde back into Scorpio or Libra or something like that. And
Yeah.
those are things that
Oh, yes, it is, I
those are
think.
things that do sort of touch on those issues of past regrets in a way.
I think, don't quote me on this, but I think according to one of my or two of my material matters ago, Mercury recently entered Sag. Yeah.
All
So
right.
that's probably it. Okay, so where are things headed?
Okay.
Well, not in a very productive manner. So, I mean, I almost wonder here if this is just warning you this is going to happen, and the end result of this is nothing productive is going to come out of this. So, nothing good can come out of dredging up this past, whoever's going to do it with you, and there's going to be this argument. So, expect just to be kind of a disappointing thing, and there nothing is going to get resolved by rehashing the past.
The Eight of Pentacles sounds like some spinning of wheels, literally, the idea that maybe we're thinking, why didn't it work? It should have worked. We followed the plans. Maybe you didn't. So maybe there is an avenue to realize that steps were taken that led to this, and maybe you could just realize that in the future, at least, you could probably, avoid this somehow. Lenormand?
Yep.
It's the garden
Oh,
and the book.
I think this is gonna. I don't know if you have any plans. This is what's coming towards you in the next few weeks. At least during November, during this retrograde, to go to some social gatherings, because I almost feel here that that's where this is going to come up. That's where this is going to come up. That's the book. Something's going to be revealed or come out at a social gathering, and it could cause issues. Like, for example, at my high school reunion last month, when my bully showed up, and I'm sure she didn't expect to hear from me. Oh, you bullied me in high school, when she came and said, good to see you again. And I'm like, why? You just bullied me in high school. And
And
she just dropped her jaw.
then she came up to me a moment later and said, I never would have hurt her.
And my friend was there to back me up. So, yeah.
So, Cherry, it does sound like that. Maybe that's part of what this is about is, somebody says the wrong thing. Maybe it's you. So, of course, that's that awkward or tactful thing. Keep in mind, during the holidays, people have a few sips here and there, so maybe, they're a little bit looser than normal. That could be you, but I could see it also being somebody else, and maybe
Somebody else. Yeah, I agree.
taking issue with it, or it hurts you because it sort of is a bad thing that somebody shouldn't have said to you openly, especially if it was in public.
Oh boy. Good luck with this, Cherry
Good
Bee.
luck, Cherry B.
All right, we are on SP, and I do have a question, and your patience is 100% required. All right. Whoops. See, because I make mistakes when
You're
I go
welcome,
too
Cherry.
fast. You're very welcome. All right. SP's question is, my husband had a knee injury in the gym. Will he get better soon?
Alrighty. I'm going to use the Crow's Magic Tarot. Yeah, I have a very slowly healing torn meniscus or torn or just a muscle that seems to never quite get back to normal. So I just got to be gentle with it. But hopefully, I hope your husband has a full recovery with that. Maybe this could indicate if something else is needed. And knees are the worst. Everybody I know at our age has been getting knee replacements. No, I don't want that. I don't want them ever to do that. Because I know too many people that have had problems with their knee replacements, infections and things that just seem to uh, bad for the healing. All right, our first card, SP, is the universe reverse. That's the world. The world. Okay. The next card is the Queen of Coins reversed. Sorry, these are all reversed. This one's not. It's the Five of Wands. So I think there's something good maybe with that one, but we'll get to that in a moment. And I'm just going to let Banshee give us those and then we'll start.
Hmm.
I think that the presence of the universe or the world reversed suggests that this may take something else or longer to heal. It's definitely not done yet. I don't know that this means there's something significantly wrong at all, but I think it could be a good idea to possibly have it checked out if it's not gone relatively soon, the next week or so. Usually, things that are more of a tissue injury could resolve in a week to 2 weeks. So if it's really longer than that, it may be something else. I am not a doctor. I can't tell you, that, this is a medical diagnosis, but I feel it represents the idea that something else may need to be looked at or something is not quite done here with that, the sense of healing.
Yeah, the world reversed really gives me that impression that there's more that needs to be done for healing to occur. I don't know if will they need some physical therapy, for example. They have to complete physical therapy maybe before, they're really back up to normal. It's hard for me to say, but it's definitely saying there's more work that needs to be done. So it may take a little bit longer for this to heal than maybe both of you had hoped. With
Queen
the
of Coins reversed.
with the Queen of Coins reversed, it's really imperative that your husband, take the time necessary to heal. That's what I feel when I see the Queen of Swords, of Pentacles reversed, is they really need to take care of themselves and do whatever, the doctors require them to do to ensure that they heal appropriately.
That could be the idea that maybe physical therapy will be needed, something that they will have to really do physically to take care of themselves or assisted even with others else. So I think it's possible.
I mean, it's possible. It could be that. It could be something else. Maybe they'll need some pain management for a while or something to reduce swelling, depending on what the injury is. If they had to have surgery, well, then that's a whole nother matter. And that would indicate to me that they would definitely probably need some rehab therapy after.
I don't think we're seeing surgery here, but we can't rule
Well,
that.
I don't know if they had surgery for this injury. I'm just throwing that out there in case they did. Um,
Five of Wands.
the
Afraid.
the Five of Wands indicates to me that, well, I'm trying to think of this in terms of the injury.
May I?
Yeah, go ahead. I haven't.
I sort of think he was in the gym, so he's doing competitive sports, perhaps competitive exercise. I think this says he will return to that. I think this is a good sign that things will more or less normalize and he'll come back to being, that active personality in the gym that he was.
Well, I wonder here, though. I'm glad you brought that up, but that made me think the opposite. I kind of wonder here, though, if this isn't a sign that maybe he needs to dial it down a little bit. Maybe he needs to dial it down a little bit because he's got to avoid re injuring that, at least for a while.
Okay.
So I feel here it might be good for him to be a little bit less aggressive with his activities in the gym until he can fully heal and recover. And even then, let's not push ourselves too hard and try to take it easier on, those muscles and joints that have been, put under pressure, under strain. Now, I look here and see this, and I'm wondering here if he's going to have to spend a little bit more money into getting his care taken, his leg taken care of, his injury taken care of.
That could imply that maybe there is a cost not covered by insurances if those are appropriately handled by you guys, or that, maybe there's a payment for the physical therapy, maybe there's a payment for the drugs that might, you excuse me, amount to a little bit of a concern.
Do you need another cough drop?
I
Got
probably
one.
have one in my pocket, but
Here.
I'll keep it just in case. Thank you.
Yeah, you've got a frog today. I had a little one earlier. That's what we have for you. I
Oh, that's
really
it.
think it's going
That's
to
good.
take more. I think he will recover, but for goodness
I do
sakes,
too.
it's going to take more time. It just seems very clear to me.
Yeah, he just
So,
needs to take care of himself.
yeah, to let him take the time he needs.
If it goes on for much longer, definitely seek some other, consult.
So, good luck
Don't
with
fight
that,
that.
SP. I wish your husband the best.
We do. Thanks for dropping in. And we are on Rowan now.
Yep.
Hi, Rowan. How are you?
And Ruwen's question is general guidance.
All right. Give it a shake. Hi.
All right.
And I'll just remind everybody that we are back Sunday afternoons, 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to also do this show like we do here, just reading for your questions. And we're actually bumped up a little bit. I think we have four more subscribers. I think we're at 852. So I got to change that. Alrighty.
Yeah, I never understand what goes on with YouTube sometimes. We go up a couple, we go down a couple, we go up a couple more, and then we go down one. It just seems to go back and forth a lot. A lot more than some of my other platforms, even social media. So I don't get it, but we keep going up. That's the important thing. We may take like 2 steps forward and then 1 step back. So it's kind of funny.
I think we want to realize that, of course, we would like to have more subscribers, but we're not really in a numbers crunch. It's not a deadly
It's not a
contest.
race. It's not a
It's not a
competition.
race, right?
I'm
Thank
not
you.
into being the big YouTube wheels here, whatever. I just want to help people out.
We realize honestly that if we were much busier and had other kinds of business, we probably wouldn't be able to do everything. We just know what.
Get any
Yeah,
sleep at night.
yeah. So we like being what
Yeah.
we are.
All right.
And if that means we're not that ambitious, oh well.
Well, we start with the Ace of Wands reversed. Again, that's kind of no surprise with Mercury retrograde. The Hermit is reversed. And the Page of Pentacles is upright.
And it's the reindeer lady. So that could be you, could be somebody. And the tree. General guidance.
It is an odd reading, too. So I don't know if there's a couple of things going on here. Um, don't be discouraged if things get are off to a slow start, in the weeks ahead. Because with Mercury retrograde and all that, things might get delayed, things might get delayed. Invitations you got might get canceled or postponed. Um, we see what's going on right now with the US and travel, that some flights are being delayed and canceled because of the government shutdown and things like that. So I'm just saying this time period right now is kind of a very uncertain one. So don't get discouraged over that too much. Feel free to just still get out there and do what you feel you need to do, or try to do what you need to do, and not allow any kind of little disappointments or delays steer you off from what you hope to accomplish in this month ahead. And I think ultimately you'll find, things will settle down for you, and there'll be more of a, as the month goes on, maybe more towards the end of the month, towards the end of the retrograde, things will go a little bit better for you, and there may actually be some good news coming your way. It could be good news about money, finances, or something that you were hoping to start. So, whatever was off to a slow start at the beginning or delayed may actually turn around later this month.
I like that. I'm sort of going that way, but a little bit differently, because I sort of feel that your reading is about growth, but not necessarily the kind of growth that's like, okay, you're growing your portfolio, you're growing your savings account because you're more financially oriented right now. I think it's maybe about spiritual or mental or growth of networking. And it is off to a delay here, Rowen. The Ace of Wands says that maybe there's a slowdown with what your objectives are of trying to maybe meet people or learn things in a certain way, grow knowledge. But what I think it is you're running up to the decision that you may have thought you had to be a certain kind of personality to gain this wisdom or to move in this path to learn knowledge, the path of the hermit, maybe feeling like you needed to do this all on your own in a way, or in a way that was sort of prescribed to be lonely or different, or not necessarily intersecting with others, but in fact you are going to realize that you can be exactly what you want to be and still grow spiritually or otherwise, is the way you meant. Because I think it's like what Banshee said, this opportunity to realize that whatever was slowing down in growth, you're going to find it in the end. And you're going to realize too that you're seeing what it is you need to fill yourself up wisdom wise or emotion wise or spiritual wise. You're going to come across this somehow. And it's probably mostly because you do get around with people. It's not because you isolate because you're looking for wisdom within. It's because you're accepting wisdom you're finding everywhere.
Well, this is kind of a bummer. I just stuck new batteries in here that we
It's
had,
dead already?
and it seems like it's not allowing the things to float
Oh,
anymore. Yeah, it doesn't have enough power. Hmm,
all right.
very odd. Well, I would say this. I do feel like this could be a period of growth for you ultimately this month.
The tree, yeah.
I agree with what he said here, but the tree has other connotations as well. And so it may not even be related to this. I feel like this month may be a time where you might get together with family or friends. There seems to be more of a coming together with people you love or you feel good about being around. There's more of a camaraderie and a sense of belonging. This is a month to enjoy that too. So, it really does look good. It seems like even though things kind of get wonky at the beginning, in time, things settle down. I really think this is like an outlook for you, general guidance for this month ahead. this retrograde in particular.
Right. I think it's just saying that don't push yourself, that growth will come to you or things will, be for you more later. And I think like the family connection that she brought up, that's a good idea too.
Yeah.
I think that maybe feedback or kickback, with the family is what you need too in a way, because it's a good sounding board, if nothing else, that what you're going through, you're able to express to other people. And hopefully if, you have good open communication with everybody, people will be honest without being mean, because that's Thanksgiving too in a way. So good luck with that.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. We're on our last person on the list, and it's Ari with a very unusual question.
Oh,
And since
really?
it's your deck, I want to see how you're going to handle it.
Well, we get nothing but unusual
Here you
questions from
go.
those.
I am posting it now.
Oh,
So how are we going to do that with the tarot?
well, I think that probably we should decide that maybe it's going to be a night card, and we should just flip till we come to a night.
And just see what sign that, whether it's an earth sign, fire sign, air. Okay.
And then
like
maybe
that.
throw a qualifier to see if it's an earth sign, something that tells us what earth sign. What could that be? Could it be the Lenormand? What would we look for to qualify it further?
Well, what major arcana ascribes to what sign? Air,
Oh, that's
like
true. Yeah.
you might be more. I kind of get lost on some of them. I know some of them.
Well, we might be able to easily look that up.
Okay, if you think so.
I'm just looking for a deck. What deck do I want? I'm ready.
All right, so I'll tell you what.
You're welcome, Rowan. Love and light to you.
Take care, Owen. We're figuring it out, Aries. Aries. I think here we should look for the night, like you suggested, and it'll hone us in on the element. And then we should go through the major arcana and look for the first earth sign that comes up in that element. Like Capricorn would be the devil, right? I know that one. This is just an example if it was an earth sign.
Yeah, maybe I can pull that up real quick. Hold on.
Okay. But I like this. You are adorable.
All right. There we go. I have the list right here.
Good. So this is not one of our usual readings area, but we're going to try to figure it out.
We're creating it right now.
We're creating it right now.
And I'm
And so should we both shuffle for this one?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Should I use this deck or should I use a different one?
Use the one you feel comfortable with.
I'll use this one. It's the Grimtail. I want it to get a little use.
Okay. I'm good.
So then, should we take all the cards back and reshuffle again?
No, not the night wouldn't matter because we're looking for major arcana. We're only pulling one card, the night card,
Okay.
to figure out what it is.
I'm talking about the subsequent.
What subsequent?
Then we're looking for a major arcana to say.
Yes. So you leave the night card out there and reshuffle for the next. Yes.
So you should have said yes, because that's what I asked you.
I just did. I just wanted to make sure we were talking about the same thing.
It's okay if you didn't understand.
I understood, but I had a question.
Sure you did.
Oh my gosh.
All you had to do was say yes.
No, it's not true.
I have ways of making you cooperate.
Do you? You're talking to an Aries here.
Okay, love and light. Now, don't forget, I get to work with the cut too. It's not just your cut with our deck. Is this our deck or is it mine? I don't remember.
You want to cut him? Is that?
Cut it and I uncut it.
All right. Well, that's what I was going to do.
But last time you didn't when we were supposed to. And I remember that. It was earlier tonight. And I said something about it. Don't you remember?
I do.
You're welcome.
Remember that Six of Cups reversed? You should forget the past.
you don't want me to say what I'm thinking. Well, they're not as easy to turn over as I
Ruin your
like.
new deck.
Page.
Maybe you need me doing that.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you do the next flip.
Okay. See it. And this is why it's taking longer. That's why
It's the Knight of Swords. So that's an air element.
it's an air sign, Ari. Well, put it out there, dear.
Oh, that's
Be
right.
shy.
I forgot how Phoebe you were. So now we reshuffle?
Not yet. Let's talk about it a little bit. It obviously is going to be an air sign, which of course are Gemini, Libra,
And Aquarius.
and
And since you're
Aquarius.
in Aries, air signs tend to be compatible, more or less. So that seems like a fit.
It does. So take that, pick them up, and shuffle. You want me to shuffle first? Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And in that way, when I cut for you,
So the
you can
first major
shuffle.
arcana we get will reflect.
Not the first, the one that corresponds to air, right?
Well, the first, that's what I mean. The first major arcana we get, didn't finish, that corresponds to air will be
So
the zodiac
we
sign.
would be looking for the lovers, Libra, or the star. Justice or the star.
I was going to say Libra instead.
Sorry.
That's all right. Okay, then.
So at least we know it's perhaps one of those three.
Okay, Mr. Rose, shuffle and cut for me. It's a really fascinating reading. I'm glad you thought of it. Well, I kind of
Well, I
contributed.
was working from material that you gave me.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome. Well, I thought about, before, what's my person like? And it was like, oh, it's a court card. So then I thought, well, knights are young men. So that's what we want to do. It was just seemed to be a natural to me. Alrighty, you can pick it now.
All right, let's see what we've got here. Okay, mention again, it was the star.
So it's either the lovers, justice, or the star.
Got it.
The first one.
Could they make these cards any thinner? Guess what it is?
So it's the lovers. So that is Gemini.
Gemini. Weren't you
Gemini is your pick.
weren't you with a Gemini once before? Maybe I'm crazy. Um,
Do you think you belong to Geminis at all?
but Geminis, of course, are very talkative. They're very engaging.
They're close to Aries, so you share the spring in a sense.
Right? And they're very, they can be very stimulating conversationalists, somebody you like to talk with and
And you
engage
do.
with, and you do. We know that. And so this could be a really good match for you. A Gemini could be a long-term love relationship for you.
Failing this, it could be somebody who has a prominent Gemini in their chart, no matter what their sign is. So
That's right.
somebody who has moon or rising Gemini or certain planets in Gemini could be pretty compatible with you too.
Stick with the moon and the rising,
Yeah,
and sun
mostly.
sign, the basics there. But if you find somebody, that sounds like you could find a lot of common ground, a lot of things that would be fun and exciting. I mean, all that Aries energy and adventure and exploration, Geminis would be really engaged by
It would be a
all
good
of that.
foil, if nothing else, too. You would kind of interplay there. So now you have to basically do everyone's chart and look for their Gemini potential.
Let me just see if I can add some Lenormand into this just for fun. and see if it gives us any insight into what a relationship would look like. Now, don't blame me if these go south, but let's take a look. Did you see it?
Nope.
Amazing.
The tree grow. It's the heart. Oh, it's the sun. The sun. So
This could be a very happy, successful, joyful, growthful relationship. This is somebody you could establish roots with.
I like it.
Yeah, I love it. It's an interesting reading. Holy moly. We should do this more often for people. Kind of
Well,
an
we could offer it as a
there's an
side reading or
alternative
side.
for,
Yeah.
when people are saying, who will my spouse be? Well, this is maybe a little bit limiting. It doesn't give enough info, but it could be the
But
basis
we're able to
to,
talk about to some
yeah,
degree of
yeah,
that, you know. So
yeah. We'll have to work this out more. But thanks, Harry, for that question and giving us a chance to come up with this.
I
It
hope
worked
you like
out
that.
really well. So I don't know how you feel about it, but it was pretty interesting doing this one.
All right. So that's our show for
Oh my
tonight.
gosh, we're in overtime and I didn't even know it. That's how
Uh,
much fun we were having.
we were having fun because we like you all and we have fun reading for you. It's what we like to do.
So thanks everybody for hanging with us tonight on a Thursday night, coming out for a reading. And we hope to see you all again
Thank
real
you.
soon. Don't
Thank you,
forget
Sherry.
about happy hour on Saturday.
Looking forward to you seeing
Take
you
care.
guys.
Have a great rest of your day or evening and see you soon.
Thank you, Cherry.
Bye bye.